Let's take a look at 14 different alternate builds for the LEGO Star Wars set Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter Microfighter, which is set 75400. And this video will be part 1. So in part 1, we'll take a look at 1 through 7, and then part 2 we'll take a look at 8 through 14. Now all of these alternate builds only use pieces from the Plo Koon Jedi Starfighter Microfighter set, so no additional pieces are required. And let's just dive right in. So first we'll take a quick look at the original build. So we got to put that in here for reference. We got Plo Koon in the open cockpit. That's a common Microfighters feature, along with the droid dome. All right, and then here are our alternate builds. So these are made by various creators, and you can check the description of this video to find a link to the builds so that you can make your own. It'll show the instructions right there. All right, well, let's look at our first build. So this first build, this one is a TX-130 Saber Tank, and the creator for this is MasterBrickSeparator. So you can see we have these big blaster cannons on the side. I'm getting a little bit of a snowspeeder vibe from this too, but you know, it's pretty nice. I do like there's a nice section on the bottom where you can kind of hold it to move it around. It's always nice to have that in there. And then there's the cockpit, or just the section, kind of the open section for a minifigure to sit. So very nice. The first one is Plo Koon's TX-130 Saber Tank, a Clone Wars era vehicle for the Republic fighters, the clone troopers. Okay, next up, well, 3 guesses for what vehicle this is. Okay, so this one is indeed the Millennium Falcon, and this is by no pin grid _ Lego, something like that. So we've got that iconic silhouette of the Millennium Falcon. And it's said that you can make any build into a Millennium Falcon. Somebody said that. I do like we have the little windscreen here, so we can have that open cockpit concept that's in line with the Microfighters product line. It is quite a flat build, you can see. But my favorite part, and maybe yours too, we'll see, is this use of the droid head for the Millennium Falcon cockpit. That's kudos on that. That's really neat. It's just always fun to see what people come up with. So yep, this one is the Falcon. All right, next up is this is a patrol speeder by AltBrixYT. So that's got a little bit of a different look. Now this one is a little bit more fragile. It works overall, but just keep that in mind. But very creative use of the pieces to create kind of this very distinctive speeder. I like the lightsabers over here too. All right. And our fourth one, all right, so this is a Z95 Headhunter Microfighter, and this is by the creator zsoltom. So we've got a really generous wingspan and kind of long nose to this vehicle. It's really like if you compare, look at how much there's like, it creates an illusion that this build uses more pieces somehow, but no, I mean this the same amount of pieces. It's just kind of widened out and elongated for this Headhunter. Got the engines in the back, and you know, the Headhunter, a little bit of the profile of the Headhunter has kind of an X-Wing vibe, except without the X-shaped, you know, X-foils. All right, well, that is the Z95 Headhunter by zsoltom. Or zsoltom? Something like that. I try my best. All right, so now we'll head to the back row. Okay, so this is Plo Koon's Interceptor, and it's a build by Camobricktape. So this is nice because it's a Jedi Interceptor, so this is another kind of vehicle that Plo Koon would potentially pilot. We've got the droid on the side of one of the wings, so I do like, we've got a hidden lightsaber here, which the original build has that. There's a spot here where you could clip in the lightsaber, so it's nice that this vehicle keeps with that tradition. And we can move these wings a little bit. We've got those nice hinge pieces, so we can move them a little bit. All right, so that is the next one, the Plo Koon's Interceptor. All right, this is one that is also very wide. So this build is the Mandalorian Fang fighter Microfighter. So far, all of these builds have been kind of created in the tradition of the Microfighter with that open cockpit, which is kind of interesting. So we got the nice windscreen here in the seat, same thing. We got a dramatic engine section in the rear of this vehicle. And this one's quite flat as well, not unlike the Falcon. And some aggressive, pointy wingtips toward the front. So this was the Mandalorian Fang fighter Microfighter by MasterBrickSeparator. And last but not least, so this one does not have the open cockpit the same way. This is more like a scaled down vehicle. Well, I suppose somebody could sit here if they wanted to. At any rate, so this last one is the Invisible Hand. And this is by luismw. So the Invisible Hand is General Grievous's ship. This one has a little bit of a speeder vibe to it. And it's just kind of very compact. Quite sturdy. And a nice engine profile. Oh, there's a good spot with this one too, to kind of grab on the bottom to zoom it around. All right, so as always, we've got a nice variety. So these are all vehicles, and they are all, a little bit different. And we've got several different builders that are the ones who created these builds. So again, you can look for the link to the instructions for all these builds, and they are free instructions on the Rebrickable website. I will link those in the description, so take a look for that. And also stay tuned for part 2. So this video showcases 1 through 7 of the builds, and there is a part 2 that showcases 8 through 14. All right, well, have a great day.